morning, everyone. Guys, I'm an idiot. Because I said something that isn't true. In a way. And because of this, I will change the plans I made. Sort of, at least the things I had planned for today. Okay, it's already today. But that is something that only happens when you are in a certain sleep schedule. Because maybe you look at the time. It's 1:30 a.m. And directly after I ended the last part, I went to bed. I really just went to bed and slept for a while. And I was able to sleep very quickly also. But yeah, that didn't really work out. So, now what the plan is. Actually my plan was to do this quest now, but on my way here, over here was a quest that I took. This is Slimy Hollows, which is down here. We will now change our goals and actually go somewhere else. Why? Because how can I say this? The thing I had in mind wasn't that true as I thought it would be. I thought the main story quest would also lead us to the North route for some time before level 15, which is not the case. And since this isn't the case, I will now go and make our sorry if I have trouble talking right now. For some reason air is coming out of my yeah, not my mouth. Shadow the nanny. So okay, I think it finally should work. I don't know, I had such highlight, so very light burping. So it was constantly coming out of my throat, which was weird, and I don't really want to have this continue. Nyeh. To be honest, if you can continue in the speed we're progressing, not in the story but with the levels, we're actually almost able to get to 80 very fast, which would be interesting. And for this fate right now, I really feel the lack of weapon strength, and I will retreat now because of my MP down here, and it just doesn't make any sense to continue this. But we have almost all of our we have almost all of well, we almost have all of our stuff done. And guys, I'll be honest, I'm right now very tempted to get an item out of the mockery kiosk, the real game money shop that this game has. Yes, it's a subscription game, but it also has a real money shop. Wait, if I press teleport, I can now teleport to... Yes. Let's use return to look what the spell does. Return is a very, very nice spell because return is a free teleport to an eater you choose, a big eater, and it's free while teleporting costs money. Sometimes it only costs a few hundred coins, and later it costs up to 1,000. And yeah, now we're in Britannia again, where we actually won't stay all that long, because we want to go to the Yellow Serpent. We already visited Nordshroud once, and we will go here again. And you can already see now there is a lot more here. And what I had in mind before was that you actually need to go over here to get items. If you remember, there was a time where the main story quest asked you to have certain item gear level, and yeah, most of the time you need to go here to get some of those items that look, she is like us, but we're not. Yep. And there are quest meetings that we need to kill. And you already can see they're level 3. And we're almost level 12. So those will go down quite fast. If to be honest, they probably will go down very far, very fast. So I will kill multiple of them. And then Zinaba just made a discovery that she can't heal me with a random AoE spell. So I give you a little tip, because as I already said, I'm a little bit an advanced player. So just that she knows it for the future. And what I mean with in the future, we already had it once, the thing that OTK does. Because the thing that OTK does was one of the big enemies. In later, when higher levels, you actually need a group, a certain group, to kill them. We had it one time with level 70 where peak, me and I think 3 or 4 other people. I was Astro, he was Dark Knight, and we had a Gunbreaker, a Dragoon, and the Black Mage. Everywhere, 5 people to kill this thing. And it was a trouble, because for the most time I couldn't heal the others, and I didn't read what I needed to do. For some reason I have the feeling I just somehow destroyed something. Ah, nee, there's the music. Okay. Bot Wayne has still some EXP for us, so we keep on getting those things, those small little missions. I won't be bothered. I won't be doing those 3 up here. Mostly because we're already, how can I say this? We're already higher in the stats, and we need to go. We need to move forward, because in a time when the time has arrived and I'm level 15, but the main story quest, which I can show to you, is there is the main story quest. There is not even at 13. Then I have a little bit of problem, because then I'm way too high for the things I should be doing. Which will probably be the case if not only because of the 40% boost we have, that I could maybe even push further. Which I am very tempted to actually get a certain outfit for level 1 that gives an EXP boost and looks good. And this is a thing you can buy with real game, with real money, as an in-game item, which in first, for every starting class this is awesome, but for everything else this is just a glamour outfit, so I don't know if it's worth it. Welcome back, Aurelia. The elements whisper of your accomplishments. How did you feel in confronting the body of Earth to endure its onslaught? Had the crushing power of its elements shake the very marrow of your bones? Corrupt occurs when the land's wounds are prevented from healing. In vanquish the tail's sprite, you permit the Earth's energy to flow unimpeded and nourish the land once more. Can you not sense the strength of the Earth returning? Already the land begins to heal, thanks to your actions, to feel the once spirited bountiful crops. When next you have all reason to call upon your art, look back upon this task, and that is which you accomplished. Experience once more of the grinding weight of the earth's fury and real such memory of life flowing anew through the land you help to restore. In an instant shall you understand the nature of nature continue to grow. I hope you were paying attention, Sophie. See this adventure here? Aurelia came all the way from Silicon Fane just to hear my lesson. You would do well learn from my example. If you wish to become a conjurer worthy of the name, you must make effort to study nature. Do you attend me, young lady? Why should I bother studying nature? I can conjure already. See? You have a rare gift for healing, Sylvie. A wonderful gift. Yet there's more to being a conjurer than... But I won't want to do more. I want to heal. I'm good at healing. You can't make me do these other things. Sometimes I wonder why, even I try. Sylvie joined our guild shortly before you came to us, and as you just experienced, she possesses a prodigy talent for healing. Indeed, despite the tender years, I know a few conjurers who are quite equal in that field. Alias nature, the very wellspring of her power, holds no interest for the child. And when she should be right to be learning about the land, she prefers to sense the wonder it, healing people on a whim. You, in contrast, have been most attentive serf. I have taught you on all I know about the element of earth. I report back to Brother Izumi and tell him as much. It's funny how I said in the beginning that I want to try to make voice acting, but still, if I speak different characters, I still try to change my voice. Which is interesting because most of the time when I actually do this, I try something which I... How can I say this? Which no, I can't say I lost the interest. I lost the faith in it. Because as some people might know from other projects, if this is one of the first projects they see from me, why ever they should watch I still don't know why I even wanted to make this videos hour long. Okay, these videos are mostly just for side watching. I just would watch a 1 hour video just on the side, not to gain any information from it or anything, only that something is on that can at least tell me something. How can I say this? Like the most important thing is I have some kind of music, even though talking is, in a way, it is music. How can I describe this better? In a way, it's something is just on for the sound. And we have a level up in 2 senses. We have the ability raise now that we are get level 12 and we have no shoes. Nice. And also we have our hunting log upgrade, because we all made the first 10 stuff. Now we have other stuff, other enemies we could kill, which we will do after I get a strong weapon. But first, let's climb these treetops. What I was saying about my voice changing, I lost the faith in trying to get a feminine voice, even though I'm transgender. Because even though I try, I can't really get a good female voice for long time. And the friends I have that, which also are the same friends that invited me in Genova, and I spent most of the time aren't very helpful, because when I try to speak in a more feminine voice, they mostly make fun of it, that it sounds like I'm about to come, in quotations, which in one way sounds funny, in other way it's kinda hurting, because you try your best to get a female voice and then you get something like this on your head, like, yeah, you sound like you were just playing with your own body and are getting off of it, and it isn't nice. Ah, Relia, you have returned. But tell me, how did you feign under Noel's expert tutelage? Have you delved deep into the earth and felt such suffocation rage? It's life-sustaining, Weike. Such experience will serve you well. And have you aught else to report? A fleeting conjurer named Silver casted healing magic upon you? How kind of her. I must confess to sharing no frustration with the girl. As herself, Sylvie possesses a natural talent for conjuring, of mending and restoration. Alice's gifts appear to have been blinded there for the need for study, and she outright refuses to learn about the natural world. She knows nothing of the elements of earth and wind, and is quite incapable of conjuring even the tiniest pebble of faintest breeze. I have tried upon numerous occasions to explain to her that conjurers who are ignorant of the source of the power powers are risk to themselves and others, but all to no avail. Should she continue to deny the depths she owns to nature and indulge in ever more reckless display of power, there is every possibility she will create a dangerous imbalance. Needless to say, I am precisely at a loss to know how such an event might be prevented. A thought occurs to me, Aurelia. It may be a country itself was ordained by the elementals. Should you have the chance to meet her again, I ask you to strive to impress her upon the importance of opening oneself to nature's voice. Perhaps she will listen to you. But we have discussed our wayward young friend's education enough. Let us speak instead of one of more willing pupils, namely you. The progress you have made until the progress you have made does you great credit, Aurelia. Though you are new to the art of conjuring, you're no stranger to nature's embrace. Considering all that you have learned, I hope you understand the true significance of these words. And we have here now new equipment which I will use. And we have now new stuff, and we have an offhand shield, which is interesting because most of the time the shield is absolutely useless. Later you can't even wear a shield because there are just no shields you can equip as a white mage. And we are already level 12, so we already have the requirements for the level 10 Trial by the Wind already completed, which was reach level 10. Brother Iumi-san wants you to learn about the element of wind, and it gives some good things. Greetings, Aurelia. Each time we meet, a part of control benefits you even better. In your previous lessons, you've learned about the element of earth. It is my desire what you next become a Cry of the Wind. Travel to Sunflower Corp in Eastrout and seek the teachings of Herr of Wolfie. Though scant even years have passed since her coming of age, Wolfie is a conjurer of consumer skill who are able to divine the will of elementals with uncommon clarity. I can commend you no better taught of all lessons in the mysteries of wind. Which is nice, so we will do this. We will go with the trials of the wind. And go to the East Road. And with my talking of the with my reading of Iumi-Jan's words, I have completely forgotten where I was from talking. Yay. Hello there, Junimai. I like the aura. I really like the aura. But she's the smallest aura you can be. And the bunny are still so big in comparison. It's meh. I really like being a small character, but not as small as the shit things the potato sacks are. I don't really know why. Probably because what we will see later is the main story quest fault. But I can't stand Lalafels, and I have an alternate Twitter account that is called Lalafel Slayer. Why? Because most of the Lalafis you encounter in main story quest or in side quest etc are just assholes. And this feels like I shouldn't look in there. I'm not even allowed to look in there. Why did I do this? And I forgot what to say. I'm always very irritated when I come to this place because the shield over here reminds me of Nier. Of the robots from Nier. And I'm most of the time really confused. I'm very confused of this. What I did right now was using a ferryman to get from the pier in Gridania to the pier here in the East Shore, where our next tear is coming out again. Where our next mission is, and I have trouble thinking right now. there are some trees left. It must be Aurelia. Brother Emilian sent word to expect you. It shall be my pleasure to instruct you in the panels of guests and gales. Now, how to proceed? Pray forgive my hesitation, but it was recently that I had the title of hero and, well, you are my first student. Yes, I believe I have a suitable task for you. Go to the East Tribune Pier. There's a small spring. Give rise to a pool. Go there and clear the air of the honeybee swarm which laid upon the residence area. You seem uncertain, maybe wonder at the connection between my weakness and subject of your study. I sympathize, Aurelia, but trust me, inexperienced though I may seem, the sea will deep me understanding of the wind. I will do that, chef, but first I gonna cleanse the forest from those tree slugs. Because those tree slugs have my anti-lock. I give you bonus XP and I want that. Also, they gave me an item when I completed the wall lock and I want that. And yes, there are items you can get from this. Right next to the EXP. And how can I maybe I talked in the previous part before about it's better if when you do the hunting log to actually make them on around the same level as there are as you unlock them. So in a sense, when you're traveling the field, that you just don't run instantly to conjure 20 and try to kill a black bat that would be around back here somewhere. So just to get it done, because they most likely kill you, just go when you do done, they go with your like your level 12, make until conjurer 12, and so and with each level you can try to make one more. It is, I personally would say this is one of the best things. First to level yourself, and second to don't get yourself killed by overwhelming yourself with actions or killing enemies that you are not quite prepared of dealing with, because those bats are there are level 18 and they will do some damage for you. I mean, right now we're a little bit too... I can't even say that it was too strong for this quest right now. We are good in this quest. And we have good level for this quest, I would say. Because most of the quests are actually capped at some point. So yeah. This will be a long night, if I be honest, because I planned. What the fuck? Give me a sec, what is going on? This is my laptop, what the? apparently I have ghosts in my apartment that are able to turn on my laptop that is closed and play a video that I didn't open. Okay. Good. So let's continue. Let's just continue with ours. Where was it? I think this will be a long night because I actually plan to get ourselves to level 20 and then try to sleep again. Welcome back. I take the bees are no more. Damn it, did you happen to notice any Vulcan prefers flowers in the vicinity of the spring? I asked because there were none. Strange then is not that the bees chose to congregate there. And what causes a renderer? Still your mind and reach out to your senses. Can defeat it? The path of the wind varies from its natural course, sweeping helpless creatures along in its wake. Some things play havoc with the air currents, such as Seven's bespeaker corruption. Return to the spring near Sweet Frontier in search for pockets of corrupt air. You should find one. Use the powers of control to disperse it. I love it how sometimes there is no music in the game, and I think only in Gridania you can actually hear sounds of forest, like birds switching, and this is what I meant. The level cap for this mission here is 14, so if I would be level 15, 16, 17, the maximum level I would have in this mission is 14. I probably will retell you this later when it actually comes to the point where we need to cast wind on that. Thanks. Where we are on higher level than the quests. I have troubles talking right now and I have no idea why. So, and this is one interesting because most of the time I actually play with the camera way out because I'm used to it. But for the sake of the video I did go, and for the sake of the project I did go nearer so you can see much more of the character. But there you can see right now that this is the Wolfie which gave us our work went to help us, which is nice. Well done. The wind no longer keens his frustration. Let us return to the full floor. Because most of the time you will actually see the game like this on my end. Not because I don't like my character, mostly because I want to see everything that goes around me, like enemies that are taking from behind, etc. And someone is trying to make after. I must apologize for exposing you such a danger. The corruption was great and I appreciate it, but it's through such a flourish as conjurers. Now then, Aurelia, what did you learn as you struggled within the air gasp? You will doubtlessly have noticed the wind does not strike with an instant crushing force of earth. Instead it torments one's form, dancing across every surface and leaving 1,000 tiny wounds in its wake. These are agonies of erosion. Having experienced such pain, you are now immediately crimes of the wind's capable patience of destruction. No land is a stranger to its power. When you stand under distant skies, feel like the wind's familiar careness upon your skin. Remember the lessons you have learned here to stay. I suppose I should be grateful that this latest emerald storms manifests itself as such an opportune time. Only gods know what I would have taught you if not. Yet the growing fruits that such happenings begins to concern me. While it is true that the calamity brought such charm home to Westwood, I suspect some other force is at work here. I bid you remain wary, Aurelia. But enough of these ominous rumblings. I regret to say that your time with me is at an end. Return to Slugard Fane and inform Brother E. Sue me of your newfound mastery, and we should thank him for sending me such a willing first student. And so we will do this. We go back to Brother Izumi-san. Izumi-yan. And tell him about our progress. But we could also go and look into the handling log and see that we have still stuff open. 9 ivies. The honey yard over here. A bit up. There are 2 goblins we could kill here, and there are mandragoras, which we will also try to get some of. Even though they are a little bit higher than we are, we should be able to make some damage to them. So let's do this. But you can already see on the damage they take that one of those enemies is enough. This isn't really an enemy where I would say I would attack multiple of them for the time being, because they make way too much damage, and I'm lucky that I have right now a position where no other enemy is trying to attack me, because this would be 100% be my death. And I don't want that to happen. The damage we make and the damage we take is incredible. We actually get more damage than we make. And I'm kinda happy that we don't have, unlike a certain other class, an AoE attack right now. Because if that would be the case, the Hornet's Swine will probably also attack us. This could have been at the end of me. So then, we are still in the honey yard, and the northern vulture is following us. Help me! There are lemurs here. And there are level 15 boring weevils. I try to kill one, even though it could be the northern vulture here trying to kill me in an instant. And you can already see that only level 15 thing is taking much more life of me than the Mandragora at level 13. And there is a good thing that I can heal myself. Because this thing is still too strong for me. At least on my current power level. And then don't even know how much I need to kill the tree. And you can see I already made 14 and I skipped up to 15, but 15 is still too high. And I got lucky here. Nice. Okay, then let's continue here with our goblin hunter. Did also have a range attack, so we need to get moving right now. So we don't get hit. But like most enemies, they also come to us with explosions. Explosions that can really hurt. And they have nice fireworks. You can see the Santilok has word. Oh, it's clear skies. Which? Red lights, apparently. It's yeah, okay, it's sunrise. This explains it. Bam. So our hunt level updated, the goblin hunter are completed, and now we need to kill Ava Bossard in benchmark for the central shard, which we will do soon. And we get another 3,400? 3,200 XP. Firefly. Ah, maybe I can make those both together. And this all looks like, yeah, that all looks like East Shroud except one, which is nice. So we can after that I probably will make a recording break and just work this list off. I think when I make leveling breaks, I'm just working the hunting list off and then continue with our work. And my nose is tingling right now. Yeah. Sind die Frage, Mann? Germans. Germans are waiting at 2:20 in the morning. About that, I need to turn off all of my alarms. Not that we'll suddenly have a ring, ding, 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 ding. Like before in the part. Welcome back, Aurelia. The elements inform me that you have opened your ears and voice to the voice of the wind. That is well. Having met Aylas of two elements, you are well on your way along the path of contrary. Though I fully comprehend of these forces will only come in the fullness of time. Be patient, as you seek to embrace nature's most fully, so that nature will hold you more closely. They made you study wind? Why bother? You don't need wind to heal things, whatever those dreadary lessons will tell you. Conjuring is extremely bound, is inextricably, I have no idea how to speak this word, bound with nature, Sylvie. That dreary lesson is one you should have learned by now. I assume your presence here that you have once again abandoned your tutors. You must understand, if you persist in casting spells without the proper knowledge. I have all the knowledge I need. My mother's never ended need to embrace nature to heal. And the people she helped were thankful for her art. I am concerned the same way she did and become just as a great conjurer, you see. But I didn't come here to argue with you, Brother Izumia. I want to tell you that I've discovered how to cast rays. How? What were you thinking, girl? You know not what to do, what you risk. You are meddling with forces beyond your comprehension. You should even attempt to use the spell. I will have no recourse but to strip you of the name Conjurer and banish you from our halls. Do I make myself clear? Why must you be so angry with me? It's not as if I tried to hurt anyone. But that's... Sylvie, dear child, that's precisely the point. My apologies, Aurelia. I hope you don't mind these constant distracting. As you have just heard, Sylvie's mother was also a conjurer. A conjurer was unable to use any spells outside of the sphere of healing. Needless to say, Sylvie seeks to emulate her in every way. It is rare and wondrous talent to heal people without relying on the engines of nature, but this power is not born of true conjuring. But other to know of the art, it should be not possible for Sylvie to cast rays. I shudder to think what could happen if he tried. I fear my inability to set her upon a truth that reflects my own failings as a teacher. I'm only glad that those same failings have not hindered you, whether it be my help or in spite of it. I believe that you become a fine conjurer already. You have blessed with great power, and more shall be yours. Should you preserve with our art, as indeed I hope you shall. Yet however much as you grow, however powerful you become, remember that our powers is borrowed, not taken. Before you depart, I would speak with you of one other further matter. Thus far you have completed 3 tasks to my satisfaction. I would officially recognize your efforts by granting you to leave to join other guilds. Gridania has some the guilds representing lancers, archers, leatherworkers, carpenters, and botanists. Should any of these paths appeal to you, you are free to seek membership as an associated establishment. But I don't ask you to bear one thing in mind. While a man is given curiosity and wont to explore new paths, only those focused may attune to enlightenment. Naturally, it would be pleased me most if you placed conjuring above other pursuits. Regardless of the path you chose, however, I have every confidence that your deeds will be the honor of all concerned. Go now, Aurelia, and seek your destiny. Shall the earth meet your footfall and the wind guide your path. You have no access to the armory system. Quests to unlock other classes can be undertaken by speaking with the receptionist of the Congress Foreign Guild. There exists methods and blah blah blah. Yeah, we can now access other we can now access other classes, and we have finally our gear set listed, where we can do a new one. And step number 5. So, with the set number we will see later when we have unlocked more of those why I changed it to 5. It will become important later, but for now we are as good as we can be. And with that we will see I would say we will see ourselves then in the central shroud again, in the next part, where we will make slimy hollows. Till then, see ya.